Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna show you how extremely reliable an old Toyota starter is. This one was removed from a 2001 Toyota Sienna. It's an original starter. The vehicle has just under 400,000 kilometers on it. And it had started malfunctioning, but not in a way that the car would just die and not start. It would click. It clicks and then it doesn't turn over, it doesn't start. But you do that a couple times and it'll start. And it's been doing that for quite some time, probably about a year or so. Finally got around to it. So I'm gonna take it apart and show you why it's doing the click and not starting and what we need to do to repair it. Okay, what do we see here? Here we see some brushes material. That's from 24 years of use. Not much for that much use. Now, this is the motor itself. It's a non-permanent magnet motor. It's got windings for the magnets and bearings, one on each end. They're perfectly fine bearings, nothing wrong with the bearings. So I'm just gonna pull it out from the brushes to show you what the brushes look like. The brushes are like brand new. There is still a lot of brushes. I am not even going to replace them. Those are very good, high quality, original brushes that are going to last another 24 years if needed. So we're just gonna put that aside for now and keep taking it apart. So what we see here is a plunger, and the plunger has a copper ring on it. This plunger does two functions. First off, it pushes out the starter gear into the ring gear or flywheel to engage and then start turning it. That's done by activating the electric magnet that's inside this housing. It just pulls it in, like so. And the second purpose for this is this copper ring. It contacts the two contacts on the inside and connects them together. This is the main power contact for the actual starter motor. So the power goes through this copper ring when the starter turns. So the problem here, I was expecting a little bit more worn contact. This is actually not too worn. But I'm gonna replace it anyway with a new one. And this other one, I'm gonna keep it because that's not worn at all. I'll bring it closer to the camera so you can see. So the long one is a little worn. The short one is not even worn. I'll clean it up and that's it. And the long one I'll replace. Because if it's worn even a little, this ring won't contact properly because it needs to like tilt like sideways in order to reach it properly. So you ideally should have two same height contacts to avoid the no contacting. And you can see that it's a little discolored. So there has been temperatures here that made it discolor like this because of poor contact. Okay, so I'm gonna continue taking it apart. I want to take apart the mechanism as well and lubricate it with the fresh lubrication before I put it back together, obviously. Now we can see here the actual gears. Reduction gear. Very simple, very straightforward. Nothing is worn here. Nothing has like any free play whatsoever. So we will take all of that apart as well. And we will re-lube everything and put it back together. Now for the whole, this gear I'm not going to take apart because there is a risk to destroy this drive gear. So I don't want to be taking it apart that much, especially if it's not needed. We can just lubricate it from here without having to disassemble any further. Now we put this aside, as we have our next task is to clean this armature, especially between the segments here. I'll show you how I do that. First off, just blow it off with some air. I have this just regular hacksaw blade that has been cut and sharpened in a way that the last tooth is very sharp. I will just clean the in between the segments with that last tooth there, and you can see how it just takes out everything that's sitting in there. And this becomes a very nice and clean armature. Nothing wrong with it, like new. It's surprising how these old Toyota starters from the 90s and beginning of 2000s are actually performing. I have never seen a starter this good. By the way, this is not just on Toyota, it's a Denso starter. It's also found on some Dodges, Chryslers. I've seen it on Chryslers, on the pickups, on the Rams, on the older Dodge Rams. Okay, I have done all the segments. Now I'm just gonna blow it off with some more air. Now the segments are all nice and clean. You can see how there is a nice little gap in between them. Now I'm gonna clean them up with the very fine sandpaper. Just basically take it into your hand and just twist it in the sandpaper so that it cleans up the outside of this contacting, the contacting segments. Yeah, makes it nice and shiny like so. That's all you need. Okay, so this part is done here. Now, moving on to the brushes. Brushes, I'm really not gonna do anything other than washing them with some electrical cleaner and blow out all the dust from the case. And also I'll clean the joining surfaces because there's some corrosion there. The 24 years took the toll. Carefully remove the seal. Oh, I damaged it. It's so brittle that it just split in half. I may have another seal there, or I'll just use this, but first apply some grease. And this one is also looking like it's going to fall apart, so I'm just gonna leave it there, but clean it with it on. The cleaning went well. The seal has remained in there, but I have the whole thing cleaned. The other side is also clean now. Now I gotta find another seal, or maybe use this one. Yeah, I'll try to find another one. After some looking, I think I'm gonna use this one. So I'll carefully clean the remaining of this to remove all the dirt. Okay, so this is well. Oh, by the way, I forgot to drop that ball into that plunger. Plunger needs to work with the ball. Blow this off and then wash. Just using the CRC electronic cleaner for all the electric stuff. It's beautiful. It's like new basically. So we put that aside and start work on the contact, the main thing for that caused us to remove it basically. Okay, so here's our contact. We're just gonna find another one. I have a lot of those of the same shape and put it in. It's a little worn, not even much. So here I have the old contact and here I have the new one. Identical. Two identical contacts. That's all I needed for this starter. That's the parts. Oh, by the way, I should also clean this housing from dust. And I will also brush this. Well, first I'll clean it and then brush it. The cleaning has gone well. Okay, let's put that new contact in. And off we go. I will apply some lubricant for the sealing, for the better sealing, as this is going through the case. I need to make sure the splines go all the way in. I think I made a mistake. Yeah. That bolt should have been the other way. It's okay. We can still redo it like so. Much better. Okay, so now this plunger is going to be hitting the two contacts evenly, thus making the contact. Now this piece can be mated to this piece right here. Actually, there is some cleaning to do on this one. I'll clean it first. Now, mating these two pieces. Let's start. Okay, now everything is ready for reassembly. Let's first assemble the plunger. I like to very lightly coat it with corrosion protection so that it doesn't corrode inside, causing it to bind. Very little, just like a little drop. Now I'm gonna try and install these brushes on. For that, my hands must be clean. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna place the motor right back in. First, I'll apply a little bit of lube to the mating place. To avoid future corrosion. This is the same corrosion protection we added for the plunger. There we go. Okay. Now we need to add some corrosion protection to the other side of this armature, to this case. Yes, if some goes outside, that's not a problem because it's just gonna protect it from corrosion. Now we wanna catch those brushes threads on first. Before doing anything else. There you go. Forgot to clean the long bolts. Those bolts will also be protected. Oops, mistake. Forgot the O-ring. It's not 100% O-ring now, it's like a C-ring now, but we really don't have any choices here. Okay, so that's assembled. So the only thing we have to assemble back now is this cap with the gasket. We'll also add some of this corrosion protection here to the gasket so that we can have it nicely sealed. Don't overdo it. You don't want this going into the contacts. That can worsen the surface area, lessen the surface area, making it not work well. Actually, I'll do this terminal first to make sure that nothing inside twists. Okay, our starter build is done. It's ready to be used for another, hopefully 24 years before replacing that other contact again. Thanks for watching. I wish you got some useful information out of this video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye.